You know that feeling? You tell yourself you're just going to check your phone or have a quick scroll. And suddenly it's an hour later, you're staring at your screen. And it's a screen that you'd be mortified for anyone else to see. And your stomach drops. The mindless scrolling, the shame spiral, the dead feeling afterwards. You close the tab, you swear you're done and promise yourself tomorrow will be a different day. But it never is. If that is you, this is not a video about shame. This is a video about your brain. Because what is happening between your ears is a lot closer to a drug habit than you may want to admit. Stay with me. Look, let's be blunt. Science is showing that the neural pathways lit up by porn and endless novelty on a screen look frighteningly similar to the ones lit up by things like opioids, same reward centers, same chemicals. Saying, I know this is bad, but I'm doing it anyway, loop. This is not about you being filthy. This is not about you being weak. This is a dopamine hijack. Your reward system has been trained to chase cheap, easy highs. And here's the real kicker. Your brain doesn't care if it's heroin, vodka, or a 4-hour porn binge on your phone. It just sees massive spikes. Do that again. That spike rewires you slowly, quietly, repeatedly. You start needing more tabs, more extreme, more time alone. Real life starts to feel flat, boring, not enough. It kills your motivation. It kills your ability to focus. It kills your connection to real people and the real world. And then you sit there asking why you feel numb and unfulfilled. I spent 45 years doing this in a different form. Mine was alcohol, food, chaos, anything to change state. I was drinking until I could not remember the night before, carrying 5 stone, calling it just life. That's it. No rehab, no steps. I had to get under the fucking bonnet and understand the engine. Cue craving, ritual, reward. That's what it is, over and over until it's automatic. So if you're stuck in a cycle, be it porn, scrolling, both, I'm not talking down to you. I've lived the same wiring in a different costume. Here is why you cannot brute force your way out of this. Every time you go back to the screen, you fire the same pathway. Your brain releases dopamine, lays down more of the chemical trail, and your body learns. Feeling stress, feeling bored, feeling lonely. This is how we fix it. After enough repetitions, the urge arrives before the thought. That is why you can sit there genuinely meaning what you say. I'm done, I'm not doing this tonight, and still find yourself back on the site 2 hours later. It's not that you have no willpower, it's that you're trying to fight a neurological chemical freight train with a paper shield. The part of your brain that makes good decisions, the prefrontal cortex, is offline. By the time you hit the search bar, the habit is already won. So no, you cannot win this with shame, self-hatred, and a bit more gritted teeth. You need a new move. Here's where we bring in something most people would never even consider. You don't think your way out of a dopamine hijack. You get into your body. For me, that's always been cold water, cold river, cold sea, cold shower, cold sink. I've been doing it my whole life. It is brutal, and it is one of the most powerful resets you can give your nervous system. I want you to try this. Next time the urge hits, don't negotiate with it. Don't sit there bargaining with yourself. Stand up, go to the sink, turn on that fucking cold tap, as cold as it'll go, and you splash the coldest water you can handle onto your face for 30 seconds. Properly commit to it. Face in, hands, water running, full contact. You focus on your breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth, slowly. What you're doing in that moment is not being silly. You're giving your body a hard reset. Cold water does a few key things. It snaps your attention out of the fantasy and into the present. It floods your systems with signals that something intense is happening in real life right now. It gives you, that thinking part of your brain, a chance to come back online. You break in the loop. The urge might still whisper, but it's lost its grip. Now here's the important bit. One cold splash does not magically cure anything. This is not a miracle hack. What it does is creates a new association. Old loop, urge, phone, sight, shame. New loop, urge, sink, cold water, breathe, choice. You've just put a fork in the road where before there was only one path. If you repeat that new loop often enough, your brain starts to learn. When I feel that urge, we do this instead of the other fucking things. And then when you combine that with better sleep, better food, less alcohol, more daylight, more movement, you're not just taking something away, you're rewiring. You're giving your brain new, healthier ways to feel alive and engaged. Will this feel comfortable? No. Will you want to do it when the urge hits? Also no. You'll feel stupid walking to the sink. You'll feel like it's pointless. And that's exactly why it works. You're breaking the automatic pattern. You're proving to yourself that you can feel an urge and not follow it. This is how you get your self-respect back. Look, it won't be easy and it's not a simple win every time. You're going to mess up. You'll have nights where you skip the sink and go straight to the screen. The old wiring has a head start. But if you keep stacking up these tiny wins, you'll notice something. The urge becomes less intense. You get more gaps between them. You start to remember what it actually feels like to be here, now, in your own life, instead of disappearing into a dark room with a fucking glowing screen. So here's a question only you can answer. Are you willing to trade 30 seconds of discomfort for the chance to get your brain back? You can keep doing what you're doing, keep pretending it's harmless, keep living in that fucking loop, numb, binge, shame, promise, repeat. Or you can decide this is the day you try something different. Next urge, cold water, no debate, just do it and see how you feel after. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to start. If you want to go deeper into this and understand the full science behind why quitting porn feels like kicking a drug habit, I've broken it all down into a full blog post over on my site. I talk through dopamine, habit loops, and more ways to retrain a hijacked brain without living in shame. Links in the description. Hit subscribe if this has helped you, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and drop a comment if you're willing to try the cold water reset next time that urge hits. You're not broken, your brain's just wired to survive in a world that's never designed for. Let's start rewiring it on purpose.